Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi has made it clear that any major attack on Tehran will result in the annihilation of Israel. While Iran says that its nuclear weapon ban is still in place, the UN atomic watchdog claims that Tehran is weeks and not months away from having enough enriched uranium to build a nuclear bomb. In our next story, we'll look at how far Iran is from having nuclear weapons.
The Iran-Israel hostilities have added a nuclear edge to the war in Gaza and the conflict in West Asia. With thinly veiled nuclear ambitions, Iran is suspected to have nuclear arms within reach. While Israel is widely believed to have nuclear weapons. What is more, both are warning they will destroy each other's nuclear sites. Last week, explosions were heard over Iran's nuclear lab in the Isfahan province. Tehran immediately denied the prospect of any foreign strike. But new satellite images belie the claims. The images suggest that it was a strike that hit Iran's defense radar system. The strike on the Russian-made S-300 radar system is yet another dangerous reminder of Israel's ability to conduct precision strikes. It also represents far more potential damage than Tehran's April 13 assault on Israel, when Israel and its allies intercepted as many as 99% munitions launched by Iran. Iran has, however, warned that if provoked, it could change its nuclear doctrine. World powers are worried that it could turn its nuclear labs into powerful weaponry factories. A former senior director of the US National Security Council is saying that Tehran is primed enough to test one or more nuclear weapons by this year end.
Look, if they don't test a weapon by the end of the year, it's only their incompetence that prevents them from doing it. And it might, but it might not. And as you stated, they have the delivery systems already in the inventory that can reach Europe and certainly Israel. And unlike other states, including North Korea, they have the stated intent and the motive to use it.
The head of the International Atomic Energy Agency is warning that Tehran currently has enough nuclear material for several nuclear warheads.
I was pretty concerned a few weeks ago when I heard very high officials from the Iranian government saying that, in fact, they have everything it's needed to put together a nuclear device. And so at that time, my reaction was to say, well, if that is the case, maybe there is something they are not telling me. Because in international law, they cannot have a nuclear weapon assembled, disassembled, or in any other way, because they are party to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, unless they decide to abandon that. So I guess a very serious conversation is due.
Equally worrying is a North Korean delegation's rare visit to Iran. North Korea and Iran are long suspected of cooperating on ballistic missile programs. Iran has also provided ballistic missiles to Russia for use against Ukraine. While North Korea is accused of supplying missiles and artillery to Russia, the question then is, are Pyongyang and Tehran joining forces to confront Israel? Iran's central city of Isfahan is home to military units, including nuclear facilities. It has the country's nuclear research center with a workforce of over 3,000 scientists. It also has a small research reactor on the site, Besides plans for a larger reactor and uranium enrichment facilities, the Natanz uranium enrichment plant is Iran's best-known nuclear facility in the wider Isfahan province. While uranium conversion is carried in the city's southeastern Zardanjan area,
it's possible for the Islamic Republic and armed forces that if there is any threat or action from the fake Zionist regime against our nuclear centers and nuclear facilities, there will be the possibility of retaliation with advanced missiles, and the nuclear bases of this regime will be targeted.
with Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi renewing his warning to annihilate Israel, and Israel in turn saying it can strike Iran's nuclear facilities, the West Asia conflict has entered its most dangerous phase yet.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.